SDK.finance. Today's video is about creating a custom gate provider, setting up a commission profile for that provider, and walking through wallet top-up operation step by step. Let's start by logging into the back office as an administrator. The first step is creating a new currency. Open CFO and create a currency named Wizard Gold Galleon. Set the currency type to fiat. Use WGG as the code, digital code 777, and symbol G. Set the fraction to 100, SN prefix to WGG, and add a description. The currency is created, and the asset is now available in the system. Next, create a user. Create an individual user, named Tom Reddell, with the email tom.reddell@mailinator.com. The password email arrives, and the account can be accessed. Complete the remaining required fields, including first name, last name, date of birth, nationality, tax residence country, tax number, phone number, and email. After that, upload the required documents, passport, selfie, and utility bill. Done. Now create the first wallet. Name it WGG Demo and select the previously created Galleon currency. At this point, there is one wallet with a balance of 0. The next step is creating a provider. Go to CRO and create a vendor named Gringotts Wizarding Bank. This vendor is created as an SDK.finance custom gate and appears in the vendor list. Now move to commission settings and open the commission profile. Select the operation type and choose the WGG currency. Add a commission period. Set the commission type to fixed, define the amount range, and set the provider commission to 1.5%. The vendor-side commission profile is now configured. Next, find the user. User type is individual, Tom Reddell. First, check the current contract. It is base contract individual. Approve all documents in KYC. After approval, the contract changes to standard contract for individual. Next, open contracts in CRO and select standard contract for individual. The vendor is already available in the contract. Configure the total commission. The total commission includes both the provider commission and the system commission. Set the commission type to fixed and define the total commission as 5%. Now check system accounts in CFO. Select the WGG currency and confirm that all system account balances are 0. Next, it's time to run an operation. For that, open Swagger and find the section External Operations, TopUp, Withdrawal. Here, the goal is to perform a top-up and check which provider can be used for it. But before calling this API, authorization is required. Authorize using the user that was just created. Open API authorization, click Try it out, paste the credentials, and execute. Copy the return token, click Authorize, and confirm that the lock icon is closed. Navigate to the External Operations section for top-up and withdrawal. In this section, search for available top-up methods. For that, set the operation type to top-up and provide the serial. Go here, copy the account number, and execute. The response shows one available top-up method, Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Copy the ID of this gate provider and move to the next step. The next step is performing the actual top-up. Before running the top-up, the commission for the operation needs to be calculated. Enter the required data, provider ID and a top-up amount of 700, then execute. In the response, it is shown that to top up 700, the total amount is 705. This means the commission for the operation is 5. Create a transaction with the provider ID, description, top-up, amount 700, and Way e-money. The wallet serial is already defined. A transaction ID is returned. This is not the operation ID, it is the transaction ID. The next step is submitting the transaction. Submission can be done with pair fields or without pair fields. To review the pair fields, call GateTransactions pair fields and pass the transaction ID. The response shows which fields this provider can accept. All of them are optional, and by default, they do not need to be passed. Move on to the Submit step. Paste the transaction ID, leave the fields empty, and execute the request. In the response, it can be seen that the operation was successful. The top-up status is processed. Go to Transactions. A top-up operation for Tom Reddle is visible. The amount is 700 and the commission is calculated. The operation is marked as processed and successfully completed. The transaction details are also available for review. Now take a look at the system accounts for this currency. The issue balance shows that 700 galleons have entered the system. Out of this amount, 3.5 galleons are recorded as the system commission and 1.5 galleons as the provider commission. Next, open the application. The wallet balance has increased by 700 galleons and the top-up operation is marked as successful. It is also possible to run an operation in Swagger and deliberately decline it. To demonstrate this, follow the next steps. Go back to transaction creation. Create a new transaction using the same parameters as before, and only change the amount, for example, to 300. Execute the request and get a new transaction ID. At this point, the transaction is created, but the operation is not created yet, so it will not appear here. Next, check which fields are available. There is an optional field called Is Operation Successful? If the operation needs to be declined, this parameter can be passed during submission. Paste the transaction ID and fill in the fields. Set Is Operation Successful to False, then execute. In the result, the operation does not go through. The status is failed, declined, and it appears in the transaction history. A declined operation for the amount of 300 is visible. The funds are not credited to the wallet. Verify the balances. The system balances remain unchanged. It was 700 and it stays 700. Open the user account. The top-up operation is visible in the transaction history as declined, and the wallet balance remains 700. That's all for this demo. Thank you. SDK.finance